Hello, my name is Eloilan and today I will explain to you how to do a star or a snowflake with paper. The end product will be something like this. You will need stapler, tape, ruler, scissors, a pencil, and in this case a 12 by 12 double-sided cardstock, if you will. You will need two of these. To start, we're gonna do is to fold this into half to obtain 4 different pieces. As to do this, we'll need square pieces. Let's cut it in half. I'm trying to show you just the white side of this, as it's a very shiny paper, so it will be hard to follow. But we like it shiny because it helps the effects of the final product. Let's put this aside, and then we're gonna to fold it one more time. And this way, each piece of cardstock will give us 4 pieces of 6 by 6 inches. Okay. To do a snowflake, you will need only 5 of these. For a star, it will be better to use 6 of these 6 by 6 inches pieces. So when I'm going to start, I'm going to fold it diagonally to create a triangle. Because it's so thick, the material, we're going to measure on both sides of the triangle the different strips we're going to make. First, let's identify where the middle of the triangle is. So I have 8 1/4, so this will be the middle. And from the center, we need to measure half a centimeter to the right and half centimeter to the left. This will be our reference. When we're cutting the strip, we need to know how far into the paper we need to go, so this line will help us to determine that. Now, what we're going to measure is the width of the strips. This is going to be 2 centimeters each, and we're going to start from the corner of the triangle. Remember, we are measuring it on the folded side. You have the double-sided, the openness here. Two centimeters, 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters, and one more time on the other side. 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters, and 2 centimeters. What we need to do is to cut parallel to the edge, using as a reference the mark we have made. I need to extend what is going to be my reference line here. Send to the other side. Now, let's cut the parallel strip to the edge of the piece of cardstock. If you actually need the line to help you obtain this parallel strip, you can draw it all the way through. One more time. again, and the smallest one. We repeat the same procedure to the other side, parallel to the edge. Can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes the paper moves. You have to be careful. Following strip. One more. And the last one. So, if we open it, we could see different strips. Here we have different top and the bottom. What we're gonna do is to put together the tips of each of these strips so we can join it this way. We're gonna start from the smallest one all the way to the biggest one. So we're gonna take the small one, fold it a little bit to help shape it, and I'm gonna use the tape to hold the tips of the strips. Because this type of material is more firm, you can also use hot glue. If you feel comfortable using a hot glue gun, you can do so. Another tip will be when you are pulling out the tape, try to have small pieces but not too small. If you have a big piece of tape, the tape will have the excess of it outside from the piece of paper you're working on, and that won't be appealing to the end product. And if you have a small piece of tape, it won't be good enough to hold the strips. One thing you should notice is that we are folding it one side and then the other, alternating them. So I just did this side, which will be the white side. I'm going to turn it over, and we'll have a shiny piece here. Need some tape. Put it together. We turn it over and repeat the procedure to joining the tips. And the last one, this other side. One thing that you should pay attention is that everything very joined, very tied together. You will end up with this shape. Time constraint, I already have done some of them. After you have them created, you will put 3 of them together. Try to alternate between the shiny, the white, and the shiny when you're putting together, just to help the visual effects of it. You will put together at the end, align the final edge of each one. There is a actual tip over here at the end. Align them, and then you will use your stapler and it will look like this. Then I have the other 3 already put together, and you're going to join them at the base of them or the middle, again using the stapler. Let's put it In these scenarios, it's better to have small stapler. The big ones from office size, is really hard to put inside of this. Here you can see how good it looks. There you go. This is the final product. You see how the prisma of the color of the paper helps the effects with the light.